Alrighty then. So we got some shit popping off, and I'm just gonna show a couple clips, and we are gonna discuss what the hell is going on in our country right now because it's getting wild. So we're gonna start with this. This clip is from a couple days ago. Within the last week, this happened. So April 2024. This is current.
A viral video of a boat packed with migrants near the Carlsbad shore is raising a lot of concern for some local leaders, so much so they're calling on the state and federal government to get involved.
Well, to see it live like that, I mean, even the police and the Border Patrol said they've never caught it live like I did.
It was a picturesque late Saturday morning at Carlsbad Beach, a view enjoyed by many, but the view quickly changed from calming to chaos.
So to see one coming toward the shore at 40, 45 miles an hour and not turning, it was like a movie.
A man capturing a boat racing towards the shore.
It was like, and the lifeguards are sitting right there, so I thought it was a planned, staged event.
The man who didn't want us to show his face or his name says he saw the migrants jump out of the boat once it got to shore.
And I counted 22 people jumping off. It looked like a military exercise.
This is California. This is happening now, and I actually searched all these videos a few minutes ago to prep for this. There was a video from 4 months ago that was identical, and it was in Malibu. Okay, and then they end up all over the country. Well, and you'll get where you'll see where I'm leading you to in a minute. But let's finish this clip. This is crazy.
And run up some nearby stairs.
One car, one SUV, and then like 10 got in it, but they left the rest behind, and they just started walking toward, Carlsbad.
A handful of North County leaders are raising their concerns about border security in our beaches after this incident.
We cannot have people just rushing in on boats onto our shores and going into neighborhoods.
One of them being County Supervisor Jim Desmond.
We need harsher penalties on human smugglers. We need the state and federal officials to bring more resources, whether it's more Coast Guard or National Guard.
Now, the Biden administration is allocating $45 million to California to address migration at the border. The president also plans to issue an executive order drastically limiting the number of asylum seekers who can enter the country.
If we would treat people humanely, have an immigration system that worked, and we enforce those laws, I think we'd be a much better country. People could enter with dignity with their head held high instead of coming in, dropping off on boats, and having to run through our streets.
Ryan Hill, ABC 10 News.
Okay, now let's go across the country to New York City.
Today, hundreds of Black migrants, many from African countries, showed up at City Hall demanding better treatment. They say they just want a job and basic shelter.
And Chopper 2 was overhead this afternoon, showing the large group outside City Hall just how many people this issue is impacting. The steps of City Hall also packed. CBS 2's John Diaz reports now on the changes that they're calling for.
Every migrant we spoke with has something in common. They want to work. Right now, they're trying to cut through all the red tape that's stopping them, asking local leaders to put pressure on Washington, D.C. to make a change.
I.e., cut the red tape of our immigration process, laws and regulations, and screenings and all that, and just give them jobs. Yes, these migrants are coming in from all over, from South America, from Africa, from China, from all over, and now they're coming to our doorstep and they're with their hands out. And what you'll notice in this as we go through, I'm going to try and break it up because I don't think I can play it all the way through, but without at least stopping to discuss. But what you're going to notice is you'll hear all the things that they're not getting from us, but you never once hear what they're fleeing. Because they're not fleeing anything. A lot of these people paid someone to shuttle them up to the southern border into California, and they paid them money to do that so they could come to America and reap the benefits of all these programs that are being promoted by the Democrats. Look at Michigan. I made a video about this 2 months ago. Our governor's asking us to house migrants, and she's going to give us money for it. These people hear that from these other countries, and they're just like, hey, free ticket, free ride, let's go. Not knowing that when they get here, those benefits, if they can even receive them, because like that one video said, a lot of them aren't eligible because of the country that they come from. They're stuck, they're trapped. If they get the benefits, it's only for a certain amount of time. And they realize they got screwed and there's not enough work to go around. Okay, let's go. Let's continue.
As dozens rallied on the steps outside City Hall and hundreds showed up in support nearby, inside the council chambers, tears were shed for all Black migrants impacted by what advocates are calling unfair treatment.
They are here to show you that they belong and that they are here and that they should not be erased. Please listen to them.
Tuesday, City Council members held its first hearing to learn more about the experiences Black migrants have been going through in New York.
Black migrants have reported verbal and physical abuse due to the color of their skin.
Federal immigration laws are either slowing down the process for these migrants to get working permits, or depending on what country they come from, it makes them ineligible.
But when they give our work permits, we can work and take care of ourselves.
Governor Kathy Hochul has tried to speed along the process. These migrants are also up in arms over language access barriers and temporary shelters, saying 30 days isn't long enough. This mother and her 2 kids have been staying at the Humanitarian Relief Center at Floyd Bennett Field, but she says the city should be providing more assistance.
What I expect to have like a help from American people, I did not see that.
The Relief Center continues to be a point of contention for Republican Councilmember Vicky Palladino, who says the city is already giving the migrants too much.
It is. These people are not fleeing. What do you see going on? The only wars and stuff that we know going on for sure right now that are huge, Ukraine, and you got Iran and Israel going at each other, okay? What are they fleeing in Africa? They're just coming here because there's opportunity laid out. This has been done time and time again in history where someone's dangled a carrot out and said, we need you here, come here, we have things for you. And then they get here and they have to live in squalor and dig themselves out of a huge pit, which, what the hell? That's not humane. So these people are being abused by being told to come over here. And now they're here and they got their hand out and we don't have anything to give them. Inflation's up. Groceries are up 21% in the last 3 years. What the hell? Let's finish this and then we'll wrap it up.
This is absolute insanity at its finest.
And most migrants we saw out here today were young men, but also we saw some families, including children and even some infants. From City Hall, John Diaz, CBS 2 News.
Mostly men, but some families, just to let you know, there were some in there, but it's mostly men. Okay, what in the hell are we doing in this country? We cannot just allow people to come here. It's not because we don't like them. It's because they will overwhelm our system. They'll have their hands out. Like I said, and these people they do need food and shelter and stuff. Everyone needs those basic things. But if a hotel is full, they put a no vacancy sign on it because at a certain point, there's just not enough room. Okay? Sewer systems are determined by the population. And if all of a sudden, boom, you pop down thousands of more people, there's going to be problems. You have to think, use your brains. Like, this is not good. It's not humanitarian to just tell these people to come here. America's an open border. It's not. It's a country where you can immigrate to under the right circumstances. We want you here if you're here to contribute and you have good ideas and whatever, but this is not the way. This is dangerous. All those men coming over, what is that? We all know that America is a very hated country and we have our borders wide open, unprotected. The border patrol down there, they just started the welcoming committee. They just help people get across. They give them water and send them to the shuttles to get put all over the United States. What in the hell? Where has common sense gone? I'm just a normal person. And I can't keep my mouth shut on this stuff.